Guys, welcome to Classic Rock, Country Music, Facts, and Trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video, I found this quite interesting. Not so depressing as I thought it would be, but it's very interesting. Musicians that were murdered. Famous musicians, you should say. Let's take a look. Start with, of course, John Lennon. There is no more famous celebrity murder than that of John Lennon. December 8th of 80, the former Beatle autographed a copy of his newly released album Double Fantasy for a handful of fans waiting outside his luxury New York apartment. One of them was Mark David Chapman. Hours later, Lennon returned home and Chapman was there waiting for him. The deranged fan shot Lennon 4 times at close range. The rock icon was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Lennon's murder sent shockwaves across the world. As one of the most beloved and revered musicians in history, his sudden death left millions to grieve. Chapman made no attempts to flee or resist arrest and pled guilty to the crime in court, and he remains in prison. Marvin Gaye. The complicated life of Marvin Gaye came to an end on April 1st, 1984. At his height, Gaye was one of the biggest stars in the world. As one of soul's most distinctive voices, Gaye scored a bevy of hits, including How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You, It Takes Two, and I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Sexual Healing. Despite his success, Gaye had a tumultuous relationship with his father, a Christian minister who disapproved of Gaye's career. Marvin Gaye Sr. had a history of physical altercations with his son, going back to the singer's childhood. On April 1, the men were once again engaged in a dispute, with Gaye's mother also involved. Enraged, Melvin Sr. Eventually drew a .38 pistol and shot his son in the heart. He then stood over him once more and shot him point blank. Gaye died instantly, just 1 day short of his 45th birthday. Meanwhile, Gaye Sr. was given a 6-year suspended sentence and 5 years of probation for the murder. How sad is that? Dimebag Daryl Abbott. After soaring a heavy metal heights in Pantera, Daryl Lance Abbott, a.k.a. Dimebag Daryl, had reached a turning point in his career. It was 2003, and after suffering through the dejection of Pantera's breakup, he was starting again with his new band, Damage Plan. The group's debut album arrived in 2004, and they toured most of the year behind the release. On December 8th, the group was in Columbus, Ohio, performing at the Oloroso Villa nightclub. During the first song of their set, a deranged fan named Nathan Gale rushed the stage and shot Daryl multiple times. The rocker died in the club at the age of 38. 3 others were killed that night, along with Gale, who was fatally shot by a police officer who arrived on the scene. King Curtis. King Curtis was a legendary saxophonist and band leader who left an indelible imprint on R&B, jazz, and rock. The list of artists with whom he worked is long and impressive, including Aretha Franklin, Jimi Hendrix, Buddy Holly, Waylon Jennings, and the Coasters. Those collaborations, along with his solo work, made King Curtis a musical force to be reckoned with. On April 12th of 71, Curtis got into a dispute with a man named Juan Montez, who was loitering outside the musician's Manhattan apartment. Montez stabbed Curtis, who died at the hospital the next morning. And then we have Sam Cooke. Regarding as one of the most influential singers of all time, Sam Cooke released 29 singles that charted in the U.S. top 40 during his legendary career. Among them, Chain Gang, You Send Me, and Twistin' the Night Away. Cooke was killed on December 11th, 1964, and the circumstances surrounding his death have been called into question. That night, he went to the Hacienda Motel in South Central L.A. with a female acquaintance named Alyssa Boyer. At some point in the night, Cooke exited the room looking for Boyer, at which point he encountered the motel's manager, Bertha Franklin, who shot and killed him. Boyer claimed later that the singer had been sexually assaulting her and that she escaped the room with her and Cooke's belongings prior to the shooting. However, inconsistencies in her story led many to believe that she was trying to rob or extort the singer. Meanwhile, Franklin said she aced in self-defense, another story which has been questioned in years since. Some have suggested a broader scheme in which Cooke was kidnapped and taken to hostage in the motel. There was no FBI investigation into killing, and Franklin's actions were ultimately ruled justifiable homicide. And That would be it. There's more, but these were the cream of the crop musicians, I think, that were in there. Hope you guys enjoyed this, per se. I just found it very interesting. Some of these I did not know. Sam Cooke, I think I did one on before. But the Marvin Gaye thing, which I knew, but how his dad got off with nothing, I mean, a slap on the wrist just blows me away. I mean, shot the man point blank. Crazy. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you come back and check this out again and check out classic TV facts and trivia. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it very much. You guys have a great day. God bless. And I'm praying for you.